Hello everyone. Let us now discuss how can we solve this problem. Adjacent increasing subarrays detection 1. So given an array nums of n integers and an integer k, determine whether there exist two adjacent subarrays of length k such that both subarrays are strictly increasing. Right? You know what does this strictly increasing mean? They should not be equal. 2 and if the element is 2, then the next element should not be 2. It should be strictly greater. It should be greater than 2. Okay. Specifically check if there are two subarrays starting at indices A and B, where A is less than B, and where both subarrays nums A to A plus K minus 1 and nums B to B plus K minus 1 are strictly increasing. The subarrays must be adjacent, meaning B is equal to A plus K. Return true if it is possible to find such subarrays and false otherwise. Let us take this example 257892, 257892, and then 3431. 3431. I need an index, right? So I need an index both subarrays A to A plus K minus 1 and nums B to B plus K minus 1 are strictly increasing, right? Okay. Now let us see how can we solve this. What is my intuition is I'll just store in increasing start. What does this mean? Here I have 1. So if I start from this, I will have only one index or one element going from that. Now, if I start from here, 3 and then 1, is it increasing? No. So I only have 1. If I start at 4, I will have only this 4, and 3 is lesser than 4. It is not strictly increasing, right? So only 1. If I start at 3, I will have 3 and then 4. Here I have 4. Here I have 1. It is increasing, right? The next element is greater than 3. So what I'll do, what I have at the next index, 1. So I will add plus 1 to the next index where I got. So I'll be storing 2 here. Then I have a 2. Now 3 is greater than 2, right? So what I'll do, I will add 1 to the next index in increment start. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Now I have 9. The next element is 2, which is lesser, right? So here it will be 1 itself. Now I have a 8. The next element is 9. They are increasing, if you see. So what I'll do, I will just add 1 to the next increment start. So it will be 2. Now I have 7. The next element 8 is greater than 7. So I will add 1 to the next element in increment start. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Now I have 5. 5 is lesser than 7. That means 7 is greater than 5. So it is increasing. So I'll add 1 to 3. So I'll get 4. Now next. After 2 I have 5. For 5, 5 is greater than 2. So what I'll do, I'll add 1 to 4. I'll be getting 5. So I will check by I will be iterating with for loop and go still 2 into k minus 1, and I will check if increment start of I and also increment start of I plus k both are greater than or equal to k, then we'll be returning true. If not, we will return false. I have given the code link in the description, go ahead and check it, but let us look at the code once, right? Let us see. So that's what I did here. I is equal to n minus 2. I is greater than or equal to 0, and minus I, and nums of I plus 1. The next element is greater than nums of I. Then increment start of I is equal to increment start of I plus 1 plus 1. Then else increment start of I is equal to 1. Now I will be starting from 0. I will be going till I plus 2k minus 1 and lesser than n. Now uh, if you see, increment start of I is greater than or equal to k, and also increment start of I plus k is greater than or equal to k, then only we'll return true. If not, we'll return false. This will be having in a this will be having in a big O of n, right? And then for this loop, right, for this loop there are two loops, right? So big O of n plus big O of n will result in big O of 2n. What is the time complexity? The time complexity is this big O of 2n. What is the space complexity? We are just using increment start of n comma 1. So the space complexity we are using is big O of n. So this is how you solve this problem. Please do like this video if you found this video helpful, and share to your friends and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.